Casey Lackey from Florida Lake Surgical. I recently expanded over here to Florida Lakes Vein Center from Sebring, Florida. I've been at Florida Lake Surgical in Sebring for about 15 years now. My main focus there at Sebring is veins. About half to 3/4 of my practice is that. I've been doing vein work for about the entire 15 years. Did a general vascular training, and then now we've recently expanded over to here. At this point, I'd like to introduce our new office, Florida Lakes Vein Center. Obviously, we're growing pretty big and rapidly, and we'd like to welcome you to our practice. Dr. Phillips and myself will be taking care of you while we are here. Just want to go into what vein disease is. So naturally, everybody knows about arterial and venous disease. Arterial disease is the blood flow from your heart to your feet. Venous disease is the blood flow from your feet back up to your heart. Obviously, our main focus is on the vein disease. If you have arterial disease, we will work with you and find providers, but our goal is to get your veins working most adequately for you so we can get you moving in the right direction. Common disease or symptoms you may have is swelling and pain. You may have wounds. You may have discoloration of your legs. You may have varicose veins, which are bulging. You may just have smaller reticular or spider veins. All of those are reasons that your vascular system's not working. So here at Florida Lakes Vein Center, we will get ultrasounds. We do both venous and arterial ultrasounds to look at your whole vascular anatomy. And then afterwards, we'll treat each one of you a little bit different depending on what your circumstances are, and then go ahead and get you set up for treatments. Treatments can be many things. First of all, when you think about treatments back in 20 years ago, most recently they did varicose vein stripping, where they actually stripped the veins out. Pretty gruesome. Pretty much now we're looking at minimally invasive. Everything's done in the office, half hour to an hour per treatment. What we can do is either the newer technology being venous seal or varithena, or we can do the thermal, which is radiofrequency treatment. Venous seal and varithena. Venous seal is very similar to what you see with dermabond. What people have is glue. Essentially, you're closing down the vein itself that's not flowing correctly to reroute the blood flow. This is done through usually one stick and basically minimal amount of pain involved. Varithena is very similar. It's sclerotherapy, which a lot of you all have heard of. Essentially what that is basically we put the foam or agent inside of the vein and actually close down the vein. And those vary on treatments depending on insurances. Radiofrequency is still a great treatment. There is a few limitations to it, but with that, we do have to numb up each part of the vein in the leg. Once you numb up the vein, around the vein itself, you can treat it with the heat, which is the radiofrequency. A lot of people still use laser, which is a good modality also. Once we decide what treatment is best for you, we'll discuss everything with you, talk with your insurance companies, and proceed from there. And why I brought up insurances. Most insurances cover vein disease, cover vein treatment. The idea behind it is we will make sure that we have the correct treatment because every insurance is a little bit differently. So I know a lot of you all from an insurance standpoint are Blue Cross Blue Shield, either an HMO or PPO. We do take those insurances, which is different from a lot of things. There's not too many insurances we don't take. With that said, we can get everything authorized and we get everything approved through your insurances and then begin treatments. You ask why you need treatments. Most people look at vascular disease as heart disease being the most common. That's about 3 million people a year. Varicose vein or venous disease is about 40 million. So obviously a lot of people have this problem. Being the fact that you're on your feet all day long or standing up, you probably think, this pain in my leg, this tiredness, I'm feeling the heaviness, the swelling, you think that's probably pretty normal because that's what I always had. People that have taken care of this from the same background situation, once they have treatments, they actually feel much better. The legs don't get tired, they don't have swelling, they don't have to wear compression stockings all day long. And then the other side of it is if this is what's causing your problems from a spider vein or reticular vein situation, insurance will cover it. So now we're not looking at a cosmetic reason because your veins are needing to be treated from the inside, trunk on a tree, to the branches. Once you take care of the tree, you treat the branches and you'll have a better cosmetic result. You'll have a better anatomy result, and your veins will feel much better. I've got 2 offices. One's in Venice, one is in Lakewood Ranch. We will be coming to you November 2nd, and we'll be offering free vein screening. So we'd love for you to come by and see us so we can get you started in the right direction. See if this is something that you need. Talk more about it. We'll be welcome and opening to all questions, and talk about what's going on in your life. Thank you.